Let's talk about something that happens in almost every twin flame connection, yet hardly anyone speaks about it openly. It's this powerful moment when the divine feminine energy decides to step back. And when I say step back, I'm not talking about giving up or walking away in defeat. I'm talking about something far more profound. It's that moment when she stops chasing, stops trying to fix everything, stops pouring all her energy into making the connection work. And here's what's wild about it: the entire dynamic changes in an instant. Now, before we dive deep into this, let me be clear about what we mean by divine feminine and divine masculine. These aren't strictly about gender. We all carry both energies within us, regardless of whether we're male or female. But in most twin flame connections, one person embodies more of the feminine energy while the other carries more masculine energy. The feminine energy is about feeling, nurturing, intuition, and openness. The masculine energy is about doing, protecting, logic, and structure. In the classic twin flame dynamic, the feminine is usually the one who awakens first, who feels everything intensely, who pursues the connection. So what happens when this feminine energy suddenly stops? When she stops texting first, stops trying to make plans, stops analyzing every little interaction, the whole journey transforms. It's like the universe itself takes a breath and everything reorganizes. And that's exactly what we're going to explore today, because understanding this shift might be the most important thing you learn about your twin flame journey. 1. The feminine energy finally honors herself. When the divine feminine steps back, the first thing that happens is she finally starts honoring herself. And this is huge. For so long, she's been focused outward. All her attention has been on him, on the connection, on trying to understand what's happening between them. She's been reading the signs, interpreting his actions, making excuses for his behavior, holding space for his healing. She's been the one doing all the emotional labor. But something shifts inside her. Maybe she gets tired. Maybe she has a moment of clarity. Maybe she just can't carry the weight anymore. Whatever the reason, she turns that focus inward. She starts asking different questions. Instead of wondering why he's distant, she asks why she's accepting distance. Instead of trying to figure out what he needs, she asks what she needs. This isn't selfish. This is necessary. When she honors herself, she starts setting boundaries, real ones, not the kind she sets and then breaks the moment he reaches out. She stops being available at all hours. She stops dropping everything when he decides he wants attention. She starts filling her own cup instead of constantly pouring from an empty vessel. And here's what's beautiful about this. She doesn't do it to punish him or to play games. She does it because she finally realizes her own worth. This self-honoring creates a ripple effect. She starts taking better care of her body. She reconnects with hobbies she'd abandoned. She spends time with friends she'd neglected. She invests in her own dreams and goals. She remembers who she was before this connection consumed her. And in remembering herself, she becomes more magnetic than ever. Not because she's trying to attract him back, but because she's genuinely becoming whole on her own. 2. The masculine energy feels the void immediately. Here's something most people don't understand about the masculine energy in a twin flame connection. He's been leaning on her presence this whole time, even if he didn't realize it. Her energy has been like a constant hum in the background of his life. Even when he was running, even when he was pulling away, he could feel her there. Her thoughts, her love, her attention, it was all reaching him on an energetic level. So when she steps back, he feels it instantly. It's not something he can ignore or brush off. There's suddenly this void where her energy used to be. At first, he might not understand what's different. He just knows something has changed. The connection feels different. The air feels different. He might check his phone more often, wondering why she hasn't reached out. He might find himself thinking about her at random times. He might feel unsettled in a way he can't quite explain. This is when his own journey really begins. See, as long as she was chasing, he could keep running. As long as she was holding the space, he didn't have to look at his own stuff. But now that space is empty, and he has to face himself. He has to sit with his own emotions instead of reacting to hers. He has to feel his own fear instead of using her intensity as an excuse to pull back. The mirror has turned around, and now he's looking at himself. Some masculine energies panic at this point. They might reach out, trying to get that familiar dynamic back. They might suddenly start chasing, which is confusing for everyone involved. Others go deeper into their cave, trying to make sense of what they're feeling. But either way, something has been set in motion that can't be stopped. The void she left isn't just empty space. It's an invitation for him to step up and do his own work. 3. The power dynamic completely flips. This is where things get really interesting. For the entire connection up until this point, the feminine energy has been in a position that looked like power but actually wasn't. She was the one reaching out, initiating, keeping things going. On the surface, that might seem like she was in control, but really, she was giving all her power away. She was making him the center of her universe, which meant he controlled her emotional state. When she steps back, the actual power dynamic flips. Now she's the one in her own center. She's not waiting by the phone. She's not analyzing his social media. She's not trying to decode his mixed signals. She's living her life. And that shift in energy changes everything. Suddenly, he's the one wondering what she's doing. He's the one feeling off balance. He's the one who has to decide if he wants to step forward. This isn't about playing games or trying to manipulate him. It's about authentic power. When she stops making the connection her entire world, she naturally becomes more powerful. She's no longer coming from a place of need or desperation. She's not trying to convince him of anything. She's simply existing in her own truth, and that truth is magnetic in a way that chasing never was. The flip also means she stops accepting crumbs. Before, she might have been grateful for any attention he gave her. A text here, a late-night call there, breadcrumbs of affection that kept her hoping. But when she steps back and honors herself, those crumbs aren't enough anymore. She knows her worth now. She knows what she deserves, and she's not willing to settle for less, even from her twin flame. 4. Space opens for real healing. When both people stop focusing so intensely on the connection, something magical happens. Space opens up for real healing. The kind of deep healing that can only happen when you're not constantly triggered by the other person. The kind of healing that requires you to look at your own wounds instead of blaming them on someone else. For the feminine energy, this healing time is gold. She finally has room to work through her abandonment issues without him constantly triggering them. She can look at her patterns of giving too much, of losing herself in relationships, of making other people responsible for her happiness. She can trace these patterns back to their roots, maybe in childhood, maybe in past relationships, and she can start to heal them from the inside out. The masculine energy gets this same opportunity. Without her energy pulling at him, he can finally feel his own feelings. He can look at why he runs, why he's afraid of intimacy, why he shuts down when things get intense. He can work through his fear of vulnerability, his need for control, his resistance to emotional depth. These are things he couldn't see clearly when he was in reaction mode. This healing isn't just about the individual work either. When both people heal separately, they're actually healing the connection. Twin flames are mirrors. Remember, every wound one person heals, the other feels on some level. Every breakthrough one person has creates an opening for the other. The space between them becomes this container for transformation, even though they're not actively working on the relationship. And here's the thing about this healing. It can't be rushed. The feminine energy stepping back isn't a quick fix or a strategy to get him to come back faster. It's the beginning of a real journey that both people need to take. Sometimes this phase lasts months, sometimes it lasts years, but it's necessary for both souls to become whole enough to come together in a healthy way. 5. The feminine realizes her completeness. Something profound happens to the divine feminine during this time of stepping back. She realizes she's actually complete without him. This might sound scary at first, like it means the connection doesn't matter, but it's actually the opposite. It means she's finally ready for the connection in a healthy way. Before, she needed him to feel whole. She thought he was her missing piece. She believed that union with him would finally make her complete, would finally fill that void inside her. But as she steps back and focuses on herself, she discovers something incredible. That void wasn't about him at all. It was about her relationship with herself, with the divine, with her own soul. She starts to understand that twin flames aren't about completion. They're about mirrors and growth and evolution. He's not supposed to complete her. He's supposed to challenge her to become more of who she really is. And she can't do that if she's dependent on him for her sense of self. This realization is freedom. She stops waiting for union like it's the finish line of her life. She starts living fully right now, whether he's there or not. She finds joy in her own company. She creates a life that feels rich and meaningful. She connects with her purpose beyond the relationship. And in doing all of this, she becomes the version of herself that's actually ready for true union. The completeness she finds isn't about being alone forever. It's about being whole enough that she can come together with another whole person and create something beautiful. It's about being so full in herself that she has overflow to share, not an empty cup desperately seeking to be filled. 6. Divine timing finally has room to work. When the feminine energy is chasing and pushing and trying to force the connection forward, divine timing can't do its job. It's like trying to force a flower to bloom before it's ready. You can pull at the petals all you want, but you'll just damage the flower. But when she steps back, when she surrenders the need to control the timing, divine timing can finally work its magic. Divine timing isn't about waiting passively for something to happen. It's about trusting that things unfold in the perfect way at the perfect moment. It's about understanding that both people need to be ready, not just one. It's about having faith that the universe knows what it's doing, even when the human mind can't understand the delays. When she stops pushing, she creates space for synchronicities to happen. Suddenly, she might run into him unexpectedly, or she might hear a song that was meaningful to them right when she needs to hear it. Or opportunities might open up that bring them closer together naturally, without force. These things couldn't happen when she was controlling everything. Divine timing also means that both people get exactly what they need to grow. Maybe he needed her to step back so he could feel the void and start his own healing. Maybe she needed this time to discover her own strength. Maybe the universe needed to rearrange some circumstances in both their lives. Whatever the reason, the timing is always perfect, even when it doesn't feel like it. Trusting divine timing is one of the hardest parts of the twin flame journey. It requires so much faith. It requires letting go of control. It requires believing that love is smart enough to find its way without being micromanaged. But when the feminine energy can truly surrender to this timing, everything flows so much more easily. 7. The real journey toward union begins. Here's the beautiful truth about when the divine feminine steps back. This is actually when the real journey toward union begins. Everything before this was preparation. All that chasing and running and intensity was teaching both people what they needed to learn. But now, the real work starts. Real union isn't about two incomplete people clinging to each other. It's about two whole people choosing to walk together. And you can't get to that place without both people doing their individual work. The stepping back creates the space for that work to happen. When the feminine honors herself, when the masculine starts his own journey, when the power dynamic shifts, when healing opens up, when both people find their completeness, when divine timing is respected, all of these create the foundation for something real. Not the fantasy of twin flame union that gets sold in spiritual communities. The actual, grounded, healthy union of two evolved souls. This journey isn't always pretty. There might be more separation before coming together. There might be setbacks and challenges. Both people might have to shed a lot of old skin before they're ready. But it's real now. It's based in truth instead of illusion. It's built on self-love instead of need. And whether union happens in this lifetime or not, both people are better for having walked this path. The feminine energy has found her power and her worth. The masculine energy has opened his heart and faced his fears. They've both grown in ways they never would have without each other. So if you're the divine feminine and you're exhausted from chasing, from trying, from holding space, it's okay to step back. In fact, it might be the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for the connection. Trust that in stepping back, you're actually moving forward. Trust that in honoring yourself, you're honoring the journey. Trust that your twin flame will find his way, and if he doesn't, you'll be okay because you found yourself. The shift is instant when you step back, but the transformation that follows takes time. Be patient with yourself, be gentle with the process, and know that you're exactly where you need to be.